Well, breaking. Furries are illegal in Texas. I don't know, but is this a sign of things to come? And I saw cute kittens. I mean, how could I not? It has the two things that Mo is naturally gonna click on, furries and kittens. Kitten furries. The Furry Act or Furries Act would ban Texas students from using litter box in schools. Now critics say it targets a problem that doesn't exist. Well, I mean, maybe they do make laws about things that don't exist. Who knows? A new Texas bill is gaining attention for seeking to ban animal behavior in public schools. It is called the Forbidding Unlawful Representation of Role Playing in Education Acts, aka the Furries Act, and it seeks to stop students from using litter boxes for passing of stool, urine, or other human body or byproducts. I mean, did we have to legislate this? Humans don't use litter boxes. Welcome. You're welcome. I didn't know who needed to hear that, but you don't. No. Now, the bill named after the furry subculture broadly refers to people with particular interests in animal characters with human like qualities. Now, bans dressing up as animals, such as wearing tails, collars, ears, or leashes in schools, bars hissing, meowing, and other animal like tendencies, and prohibits surgical interventions that would make the students appear more animalistic. Well, the island of Dr. Moreau High School, I don't know, might make high school more bearable. Who knows? It could. It could. But according to some lawmakers, educators, and members of the public, the act is seeking to solve problems that don't really exist, particularly when it comes to where students are or are not using the restroom. So here's what to know. Now, I will tell you, I have both two high school girl students and a middle school girl student and fifth grade boy student. And I can tell you that even in rural Indiana, we do have kids who wear ears, hiss at you, uh, just weird, weird, weird. Okay, weird, weird. But yeah, so it is a thing. I was shocked. I did not know this. I figured the weirdest thing going on in middle schools was emo kids, but apparently we have upped the ante with furries. Now, the Furry Act was first introduced on March 13th by Stan Gerdes, a Republican state representative. Now, he claimed that an unspecified furry related incident had happened at Smithville Independent School District outside of Austin, prompting him to file a formal piece of legislation. Now, that same day, Texas Governor Greg Abbott referenced the act at a 2025 Texas Pastors Policy Conference in Austin in a speech promoting school choice, where he stated that some students were using litter boxes at schools. Now, I haven't heard the litter box stuff because Mo would be at that school. Like, we are not paying property taxes for this shenanigans. If you would like your child to have access to their own litter box, please homeschool. Now, when asked by Yahoo about the bill, Andrew Maherles, press secretary for Abbott, shared this statement. Quote, traveling across Texas, Governor Abbott has heard from countless parents growing frustrated by the qualities of schools, the substance of what is being taught, and the failures of ISD, leading to unwelcome learning environments for their children. Now, the governor recommends that concerned parents report any potential issues to the Texas Education Agency for investigation. Governor Abbott will continue working with the legislature to, strengthen the parental complaint process at the TEA and support our students and teachers as we build a brighter future for all Texans. In a Tuesday hearing about the bill, Texas State Rep. James Talrico, a Democrat, pushed back and asked Gredes to confirm the claims that inspired the Furries Act. Now, he was unable, Gredes, or Gerdes or whatever his name is, was unable to, bring out the said litter box in question. So while the litter box may be exaggerated, again, I don't know if there are any actual substantiated, you know, claims of use of litter box, but I can tell you that according to my children, whom, yes, can somewhat stretch the truth sometimes, uh, on a subject like this, I will trust them to say that there is some growing leniency to maybe kids being allowed to hiss and, s you know, make animal calls where animal sort of accessories. So, while it may not be to the litter box stage, let's nip it in the bud right now. Let's just not. Let's not even get to the point where we might could need to actually legislate, litter boxes are for cats, okay? Let's just make sure we go school is supposed to be for education. I know this is a crazy thought. This is all part of Abbott's smear campaign against our public schools, Talrico said. Now, in fact, none of the claims about litter box usage in schools have ever been verified, and the idea that students are foregoing toilets in favor of cat litter box has been debunked time and time again. Now, I'm not going to get into this because it does look like it gets into like he should said, she said, where I am mostly, pointing out that this is actually a real problem. Now, this does spend a lot of time talking about the litter box. My issue more is that these children are again creating an environment where it is harder to learn. When kids are already distracted by, TikTok and Instagram and other magical internet stuff, you know, and it's harder for them to maintain attention. You have more kids who are struggling with maybe learning disabilities or lack of attention because of the past couple of years where we've had e-learning and you could basically, you know, flake off for 2 years and then you have to come back to school. Adding one more ridiculous sideshow attraction to school where there are already so many distractions. Even when I was in middle school and we didn't have cell phones, you still had, "Oh gosh, what does the popular kid think of me today? Oh my gosh, I still have to wear this headgear today. Oh, did am I good at spelling anymore? No, still continue to be bad at spelling." And that's without furries, that's without the internet. Well, I mean, baby internet. Um, but that's without all of these things that were already starting to be a distraction. Now you have kids who want to meow and scratch and bring Febreze to spray at people. This is a story told to me by one child. So these are big issues. So by reducing it down to they say kids are using litter boxes takes out the real sort of distractive and disruptive nature of again. I understand that every kid wants to be special. Every kid wants to be acknowledged, but let's acknowledge them for their accomplishments. Not everyone's going to be a great reader or a great speller, but they're going to be, you know, maybe that furry kid just needs to be noticed because he does really good art or she does really cool voices. Maybe she's not, going to be great at academics. They're not going to be this, but let's encourage children to really develop their inner selves instead of working on this outer stuff. The outer stuff can change. It's so superficial. The inner stuff is what we need to be teaching kids about. And I'd really appreciate if they would teach them how to do cursive and how to, do addition and subtracting and all of that jazz too. But as of right now, looks like this is still going to be an issue, no matter how you slice it, between people saying, "Oh, you're overreacting," or people that say, "Hey, could we just stop this from becoming a crazy sideshow and let these be schools?" Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. Thank you for doing all of the YouTubey stuff, and I will see you again soon. Remember, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, but have a sassy mouth and carry a can of bitch fire because honest to goodness, we are fighting, for no litter boxes in schools, you guys. I'll see you later. Bye, lovelies.